What happens when a single careless post turns a marriage upside down and drags it into a courtroom? I thought it would be funny to post a photo with another man and caption it, "Real Man." That night, my husband said nothing. But by the next morning, he handed me papers that changed everything. My name is Avid Nicole. I'm 33, and I thought one social media post could make me feel powerful. Lately, I've been feeling invisible like Caleb. My husband didn't even notice me anymore. So when Tyler, a friend from the bar, leaned in close for a photo, I let him. That night, I posted it. My arm draped over his shoulder, captioned, "Real Man winking face." The likes poured in fast, the comments faster. Some laughed, others mocked Caleb openly. I told myself it was harmless, just a joke, nothing serious. When Caleb saw it, he asked why I'd post something like that. I brushed him off, calling him insecure, insisting everyone knew it was just playful. He said nothing else and went to bed quietly. I took his silence as surrender. But the next morning, still stretching and scrolling through my phone, he handed me a thick, official-looking envelope. That was the moment I realized his quiet wasn't weakness. It was calculated. That night at the bar, Tyler and I had joked around, and when he leaned in for the photo, I didn't think twice. His arm was solid around my shoulders, his grin wide. I typed "Real Man" and hit post. Within minutes, the notifications exploded. Likes, laughing emojis, shock faces, and a few tags of Caleb. I laughed harder. When I got home, Caleb was waiting in the living room. He asked why I posted that. I dismissed him, calling him ridiculous, insisting it was just a joke and that everyone knew I was having fun. He said it didn't look fun. It looked like disrespect. I rolled my eyes, told him he always overreacted, and suggested he should be proud I was still admired. He went silent, merely observing me. I misread it as defeat and went to bed smug, sure I'd made my point. But his quiet wasn't surrender, it was strategy. While I scrolled comments online, Caleb was already plotting his response. The next day, the whispers began. At work, 2 colleagues awkwardly showed me the post, stifling laughs. At the grocery store, a neighbor gave me a tight smile and asked if Caleb was okay. I waved it off. Just a joke, I told myself. That evening, I met Cassie and Dana at a restaurant. I laughed, claiming Caleb was overreacting. Cassie agreed men were fragile, but Dana frowned. She asked if I realized how humiliating it looked for Caleb. I shrugged, telling her men should be proud if their wives were admired. Cassie clapped. Dana stayed silent. Later, my brother Mark called. No jokes, no laughter. He said I'd crossed a line and Caleb looked foolish. I snapped, insisting they were too serious. Mark warned me Caleb wasn't loud. He was the type to act. His words unsettled me, but I dismissed them. That night, Caleb came home late, after the kids were asleep. I was scrolling comments under the post. Some mocked him openly, but I didn't care. He didn't greet me. He just set down his bag and looked around. I asked if he was still upset. He said quietly, "I'm thinking." His calm annoyed me. I tried to provoke him. Did it bother him that others found me attractive? "It's not attraction," he said. "It's respect." I laughed. Respect means nothing if a marriage is boring. He didn't bite. Instead, our children deserve parents who respect each other. They notice more than you think. His words hit, but I masked it. I accused him of control, of painting me as a villain. He didn't argue. He just kissed Sophie and Liam goodnight and went upstairs. I stayed furious. Later, I found a folder he left in the kitchen. Screenshots of my posts, comments, and handwritten notes. My stomach twisted, but I dismissed it, telling myself it meant nothing. Still, I felt the tension building, something I couldn't control. A few days later, I went out with Cassie, determined to show I wasn't worried. We stopped by the bar where Tyler worked. He made a scene, calling me his favorite. I laughed, loud enough for everyone to hear. Cassie joined in, but I noticed a couple from the neighborhood watching with raised eyebrows. I tried to ignore it, but my chest tightened. That night, Caleb was already home, helping Sophie with homework. I joked about Tyler being more fun than math. Caleb didn't smile. He told Sophie to get ready for bed, then went upstairs. I felt stung by his silence. Later, I confronted him, accusing him of making me look bad by staying quiet. He said calmly, "People judge what they see, and I'd given him enough." The words cut deeper than I admitted. The next morning, I found a business card in his jacket pocket. Local law office, dates, notes in his handwriting. My hand shook. I told myself it was just a threat, but I knew it was real. Caleb wasn't sulking. He was preparing. No matter how much I laughed or convinced myself it was harmless, I felt the ground shifting beneath me. The truth hit at work when a man in a suit asked for me. He handed a thick envelope. Coworkers watched as I froze. Inside were divorce papers, screenshots, comments, even notes from Sophie's teacher about her confusion at home. That night, I threw the envelope at Caleb, accusing him of humiliating me. He said calmly, "You did that yourself." I called him cruel. He reminded me court dates were already set. His silence was no bluff. It was final. The courthouse felt unreal. The walls echoed every word. Caleb sat beside his lawyer, steady and composed, while I stood alone.